When you're on weak side, you normally want to double up into one of the lanes, like for example, long. And the reason you want to do this, it's really hard for them to hit B when you have long control and you can shoot them from these types of angles while your buddies are rotating out. I'm sure this has happened to you before. And similarly on A, like if you and your buddy went into showers on weak side and they try to come A short, this angle is really annoying for them to deal with during the retake.
If you enjoy the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join my official Discord over at discord.gg/woohoojin. Here you can enter free raffles to win free VOD review live on stream. You can also support me with a premium membership, which unlocks access to private VCT restreams, professional player analysis, shared professional strategy channels, and much more. Enjoy the video.
Interesting. We are a Brimstone Bind player, but then a KO player on every other map. Okay, I can fuck with it. Only play Brim on Bind and Haven. Haven? Interesting. Okay. I wouldn't recommend him on Haven, but... Nice. Ooh, less nice. Good plan, bad execution. This round, I hate our plan. This round, we're on Eco, and we're doing nothing interesting.
Yeah, they were still long, though. I don't think I would have made it there.
So I hate this round, okay? You've been on the stream before, so I hope you recognize that this is no good, right? We don't want to play ecos like this. It's lazy. What's the best way to sit inside a smoke? Visualize your opponents hitting the site and visualize whether or not they spam the smoke and where they would spam it, and then sit in it in a way that would surprise you if you were them.
I heard the noise.
You've been on the stream, right? You understand that on eco rounds, I don't like playing normal. Okay, so that's our biggest mistake here, is that we didn't stack a site. We didn't look to, death ball, insta TP, toss an instant smoke, something weird. Smoke's down. This is way too passive. Okay. When you watch me play Bind, you're almost always going to see me tossing one of two smokes at the start of the round. I'm either going to be smoking here and contesting shower space and try to get this orb, or I'm going to be smoking here and contesting long and playing for this orb. Now, why is that? It's not just because I want the orb. It's because there's this concept. I'm going to steal OD26's wording because I like the way he words it, called weak and strong side on Bind, okay? And you are currently on weak side because you only have 2 people, and these guys are on strong side because they have 3. Okay, when you're on weak side, you normally want to double up into one of the lanes, like for example, long. And the reason you want to do this, it's really hard for them to hit B when you have long control and you can shoot them from these types of angles while your buddies are rotating out. I'm sure this has happened to you before. And similarly on A, like if you and your buddy went into showers on weak side and they try to come A short, this angle is really annoying for them to deal with. So when you're on weak side, you want to really contest space like this. You could also contest hookah. Hookah is valid, but you don't want to give them both lanes. If you're on weak side and the enemy team pushes both lanes to hit your site, you lose the site almost surely. And now you're going to see exactly why this is a problem.
I'm blind.
No, this is like a Bind specific pattern, Anson. But notice they get the orb, they get site, bombs coming down, and well, we just mollied ourselves off. But look what happens. We lose the round. We just lose. I mean, okay, we might win the round because we're on buy and they're on bonus. But we should lose this round, generally speaking. And now you should be going first, right? Look at our HP. We don't want to maximize our value here. And to do that, we should go first and let this guy bait us.
One enemy remaining.
Okay.
Last player standing.
I hope you lose the round. Honestly, you deserve to lose the round. You got lucky. Okay, this round's terrible. So now it's all right not to take the lanes because we have 3 here. But Phoenix and KO, as you can see, should be taking like showers.
Short.
Is Bind a bad map? I really like Bind. And I don't think saying like it's going to be removed is an argument against it. They have to remove some maps. Yeah, and look, it's happening again. See, they're getting to plant for free. Oh, okay, they suck. What should you do on strong side then? It's similar, but you can try and control like both lanes almost. So on strong side, you can have 2 people go showers, take the orb, and 1 person can like control a short, or 1 person can like play top tube and control hookah while 2 people go long. Type thing, but that's not necessary. With 3 people on site, you don't need long control or hookah control to hold the site, but I'd still usually fight for it. What is this, man? This guy's a lineup Larry. He's watching his whole team die. I've seen enough defense. Watch. This is your medicine for defense. You need to pick a pro. Let's take Xander. And you need to watch him play defense on the map that you're trying to learn. Let me pick one I haven't seen. And you need to steal some of his plays. Some of his like pre-round strategies. Watch this guy play defense. Let me know when he starts a round and spawn with his molly in his hands. They're doing the Hood strat. No, I explained to you how the map is played and now you can see it. Now your brain recognizes, oh, it makes sense. They're contesting long on weak side. Doubling up hookah. I don't know if you noticed, but his teammates are doubling up showers right now on weak side. You don't see them A short. This is our most passive round. And this is the pattern I told you about. 2 long, 1 on top of tube, holding hookah. I exactly told you about this when you've got 3 on a site. Oh my god. We're 5 stacked B long. So the problem here when we're 5 stack is if these guys are playing bind properly on the enemy team, which they probably aren't, we're in plat or whatever, they're going to have hookah control now and taking sites going to be really hard, which is okay in this scenario, but we're forced to TP. We need to TP and split A. They're not hookah and we win the round. And like these are all the macro things you lower elo players don't see and you assume the game is all aim. But if this were like a Radiant team against this Platinum 3 team, they'd have 2 hookah right now and they just win the round. Bro, their enemy team's on eco and you saw nothing hookah, nothing long. I would run out. They were stacked A. And here's how it's going to work. If you try to call something weird on eco, we'll keep watching the VOD. If you don't, I'm going to end the VOD because you're not trying to play strategy on offense. And that's what your focus will be. Yeah, the combos will go A here. That's what I just heard you say at the end. That's all I need to see. You need pre-round plans on offense. There's no plan at all. We'll go A here. That's not enough. That's not enough. You've seen my stream enough to know that's not enough. Defense is same idea, but learn pre-round plans for our maps from pro VODs. If you bring me back this next VOD, I promise you'll be higher elo. Like 100%. No doubt in my mind. It's Darrow's turn. Darrow redeemed a VOD review using Discord points, which means he skips the line. Bind, Raze, it's lit. Let's see. I'm expecting to see some Raze main heckin' satchels. Darrow. We are Ascendant 1. Okay, Darrow. I hope I'm not about to see you dry peek an op that you know is playing right here in this area. You just died. You just died, by the way. Okay. Let me walk you through the problem. So it's 0 to 2. They have an op on this guy. This is Reyna. You can't see all of them behind my heckin' Discord ad. You know that they're on eco round, right? They're on half buy, but they purchase an op, which means most of their credits are invested into this dude. So at this point, when we push them off that angle, I really like the idea of TPing. Yeah. Like, I really like it. Now I like really like the idea of TPing because that's Brim and you know everyone's location. Arrow, you have 2 bullets.
Both city.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
You see the problem? Even with 2 bullets, even if you kill the first guy, look what happens. And now look at your poor 34 HP chat. Yeah, so you either should have reloaded while you were pushing through showers or reload right here, man. You're chilling. And if I'm that Jet, I'm crying right now that you're playing like this because she can't do anything. Oh, I just did a nice big stretch. I believe Jing pre-fires this angle right here when he peeks like this. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Let's see it. Acceptable. Anyways, good satchel. Good ult. Man, you really like walking into Brim mollies. You think your gun's reloaded, but it's not. Nice. Nice. Yeah, my only I don't dislike pushing Brim, but I would argue you didn't do it with enough assiduousness. We're making full noise here. We landed. Like, look at our crosshair. Like, what if he's here? He just gave him a free kill. Yeah, so my general rule of thumb, chat, is I don't mind if you go for the fight with the numbers advantage, but you have to go for it like somebody on 17 Adderalls playing in VCT, and it's the grand finals and all the money's on the line. So you've got to be like, you know, tightly peeking everything. Yeah, exactly. Like playing your life super carefully during the fight. Did we check their economy? Let's see. They're on eco. So I'm bind. I'm going to give you the shortcut right now. You don't see them long. They're on eco and you see one on hookah. This is a B hit. I would just hit B. Because you should be seeing 2 of them in one of these lanes, but you don't, which means they're playing B. They're giving you B, basically. They're playing like teleporter, maybe. Yeah, they're playing exactly like how we just watched that other VOD. Cypher's got his like trips, and then they're playing way too far back. They're playing super passive, and it's actually not a big deal to hit Cypher there. I don't like this. Can you tell me why I don't like starting hookah this round? Because I think it's a pattern that you can recognize. Is Phoenix ultimate. On bind, Phoenixes love just popping ult somewhere safe, like you, looking for a fight short, not finding it, TPing, and looking for a fight here. Like, that's super predictable. This right side nade, you can greed it a bit. So you've been throwing it every round, which has kind of conditioned them to jumping out instead of contesting. So I consider holding that nade and tossing it backside for the hit or something. The higher elo you get, the more consistent this type of play is. These guys are getting used to that nade. Bad satchel, bad satchel, bad satchel. Eh? Where are we landing? This is terrible. That's not correct. And then you forgot to clear cubby. Oops. Strike one. Yeah. Your brim smokes are like ridiculous. First of all, they're in disagreement with each other, right? One of them's for contesting back, one's for contesting front. And second of all, they're in disagreement with our hit. They need to be here and like here. So I would try and ask next round. Yeah. You can see too. No showers pressure from the enemy team. No long pressure from the enemy team. They're playing defense so poorly, but we're not taking rounds. Against teams like this, you really should just be running exactly like what we did last round. A 3-2 split, just hit their site. Like last round was perfect if the smokes were just in a better spot. You just farm rounds like that. This type of like slow, smart play is more appropriate when the enemy team's playing correct, which they're not doing. You guys are trying to play like the way you see the Radiance play, but you're not realizing that the enemy team's playing so poorly and you should just be running at them. Like this is a free round. Any round with this Brim ult, I want to see you running like 3 showers, 2 short, Brim ult here, smoke, take the round. We don't need to get any smarter than that against this team. Yeah, and like if I'm a gambling man, I'm expecting this round to kind of work. Because notice they don't really contest long correctly. They just have one. Yeah. And see, this is like the type of pattern where I was saying we should just be hitting sites. And notice the one round where we accidentally just hit the site. It's so free. They're playing so poorly. I love this angle. I would ADS. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so now we're weak side. I want Cypher to come showers with us. Yeah? Yeah, so I normally like holding the nade here, but it feels so good to throw it. So I can't be mad that you throw this nade. But I like the nade for scenarios like this. Right here, and then you bounce it off this wall. I don't know if you noticed, but it's only 1 showers. And so if we had doubled up showers on weak side, like normal high elo players, that guy just dies to us. Yeah, you see, we've kind of accidentally gave them showers control. Oops. At least we got the orb. But let's rewind, because you watch Jing, right? What's Jing doing after he gets this orb? Most of the time on this map, after he gets that orb, his buddy's pushing showers with him, and they're probably like double heckin' flanking. And then when you see that, you go like, wow, Jing is so overly aggressive. He doesn't care in solo queue. And when I see that, I go, wow, Jing is contesting space appropriately. Or yeah, he would insta-rotate like B. It's like one of these two. He'd never like fall back and just sit here, like on A. It's really important you see this and you notice that it's not just him being, you know, overly aggressive. It's him actually like playing the map conditions. This round is super similar. Holy cow. So where's his chamber playing? I think other side. Jing is heckin' chilling. Unfortunately, it was a pick on B side, so he's doubling up with his fade. But once he thinks he's coming back, look. Once it goes back to default, look where we go. Once he's like, oh, it's not B, it could be A again. We're back in showers. We're back. Bam. Bam. And and then he gets owned.
Spike
But you get the idea. He's
showers.
playing the map correctly.
Sova showers.
Get him.
Contesting showers.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
You see? He changed his mind. He's like, wait, I shouldn't give up showers. And it looks like just dumb aggression if you don't understand the map. All right, let's watch it. Let's watch our bonus. Ooh, I like it. I like it. God, he likes it and it works. This is also lit. We're contesting long with KO.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Okay. No. So we're weak side. When I say contesting long, I mean like fighting for this lane. I do not mean fighting for garden or fountain or whatever this is called. I'm curious, how many rounds did we flank on defense? I think the answer is like nearly 0. Yeah, so what does Jing do here now, Darrow? Now that we've done VOD review? He turns around and he fights for showers. This was pretty good. Our movement still needs work, but most of the way we were there were really obvious indicators of incorrect play from the enemy team. You need to notice when the enemy team is playing non-meta strategy and try to come up with plans to exploit. That is really tough, right? I can't just give this type of note though if you don't understand what meta strategy is, right? If that makes sense. But this was our like biggest mistake, was we were oversimplifying, or we're playing too careful. In the event we can't notice this, but we're failing, change our pacing dramatically. Okay, so let's say we're playing slow. We don't notice anything wrong with their playstyle and we're losing rounds. Let's play fast. Let's say we're playing fast. We don't notice anything wrong with their playstyle and we're losing rounds. Let's play slow. And then on defense, we need to understand what parts of the map need to be fought for while holding a site and fight for them. Study pro VODs to develop deeper understanding of this concept. So for example, we can be real quick. You understand bind, we just watched bind. But let's look at like fracture. For fracture, the most contested parts are like A main. It's fought for quite heavily most of the time. B site, like this area and tower. It's very unlikely that you'll give that up. Usually you'll see either contesting B main or contesting arcade. Take Haven. Usually you don't allow the team to hit from both extremities. Like if it's an A rush, you'll double up A short and try to hold them back on one of them. If it's a C rush, you may try to hold like backside of C. It really depends, right? Understand that this is something that you're lacking and try and develop a deeper understanding of these concepts by watching pros and really paying attention to what parts of the map do they fight for when they're playing defense. Okay.